Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute to make a very quick little video for you guys. This past few weeks, we have started learning how to multiply with multi-digit numbers. And when I say multi-digit numbers, we're talking about two-digit numbers by one-digit numbers. Then we went to three-digit numbers by one digit, four-digit numbers by one digit, and then today we did two-digit numbers by two digit. So it's getting a little bit more complicated for them, but they really seem to be enjoying it. And what I wanted to show you is how we are doing that right now. So if they come home and they're having trouble with something, or they come home and they haven't finished something and they need to do homework, you can kind of see the process that we go through. And I'm going to show you the model that we're using right now. It's called the rectangle model or the area model. And so I'm just going to show you a few of these so you can see the process that they go through. It's a little different than what we're used to doing, but this is how they need to learn to use it because this is how they are tested on it. They'll be learning another strategy, but so far right now, this is what we're focused on. So if they do come home and they need some help, if you don't mind, to kind of help lead them in this direction so that all the information they need to know will go together, and it'll help them next year when they are doing bigger numbers and more complex problems. Okay, so I'm going to start with just putting on a problem. The problem I'm going to give you is 25 times 8. Okay, so what they're going to do is they are going to use what we call a rectangle model to solve this. So what they'll do is they'll begin by just drawing a box, and they are going to take each of these numbers and put it on the box, and then they're going to multiply. So we're going to start with 25. On 25, they're going to break that down into expanded form. So there are two pieces. So I have a 20 and I have a 5. So they're going to put 20 plus 5 at the top of their box. Okay? Then they're going to take that box and they're going to split it because we're going to be doing each piece separately. So they have 20 and 5. And then on the other side of the box, they're going to put 8. Now, the process is actually very quick once they start doing it. It's a little slower for me because I'm having to type it all in and move everything around. Okay, so inside the box, we're going to multiply the two sides of that piece of the box. So we're finding the area. So it is 20 times 8. Okay, and 20 times 8 is 160. Then we're going to do the same thing for this area, and it is 5 times 8, and 5 times 8 is 40. Then they're going to add those two pieces. Now, for most of them, it's easier for them to stack them on top of each other. That's going to take a little while on here, but I'm going to just go ahead and write it out as an equation. So that is 160 plus 40. Okay, and then they're going to add. So the answer to that problem will be 200. Okay, so that is how you do the two-digit by one digit. Three-digit by one digit is exactly the same, except we're going to do 3 digits. So let's say 123 times 5. So I'm going to draw my rectangle, draw my box, and I'm going to put in my expanded form. So I have 100 plus, 20 plus 5. Okay, so that is the expanded form of 123. 3. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to move those over. And then I'm going to put my 5 on this side. All right, so there we go. All right, then again, we're just going to box those out. And they're going to multiply each box. Okay, so I'm going to say 100 times 5, and that is 500. It's very quick and easy. 20 times 5, and that is 100. And 3 times 5 is 15. All right, then we are going to add 500 plus 100 plus 15. So the answer to this problem is 615. Okay. All right. So that is the 2 by 1 and the 3 by 1. All right. The next one is the 4 by 1. So I'm going to do 2,351 times 6. Now, this one is just as easy, but sometimes they get a little confused because of the 3 digits, a bigger number. Sometimes it just sort of takes them a minute. So I'm going to put, again, my expanded form. So 2,000 and so a little more space here. All right, 2,000 plus 300 plus 50 plus 1. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to draw my boxes. Okay. Then on this side, you put the other factor. That is 6. All right. Then we're going to, again, multiply. 2,000 times 6. And a lot of times it helps them to remember that they're going to drop down those zeros because we're actually going to be multiplying in the thousands place. So they're going to drop down their 3 zeros and then multiply 6 times 2. So that is 12,000. Okay. Then I'm going to say 300 times 6. They drop down the 2 zeros. Then they multiply 3 times 6. So that's 1,800. Then 50 times 6. Drop down your 1 0. 5 times 6 is 30. And then 1 times 6 is 6. Okay. Then they're going to add 12,000 plus 1,800 plus 300 plus 6. Okay. So I have, now for them, for something this size, they really will want to line those up and put those up and down so they can easily multiply those. We are still working on regrouping. So if they're practicing these bigger numbers, you need to watch that they are regrouping accurately. Okay. So I've got 12,000 plus 1,800. That's 13,800. And then 13,800 plus 300 would be 14,100 plus 6 is 14,106. So, okay, can't get it to type. Okay. So, again, make sure that when they are doing this problem or anything like this problem, watch their regrouping because we want to make sure that they are regrouping in the right way. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here tonight. Today we started the 2-digit by 2-digit, but at home, if they want to practice right now, let's just stick with the 2 by 1, the 3 by 1, and the 4 by 1. If you want to ask them, I bet they could probably show you some really cool 2 by 2-digit ones. They really seem to be enjoying those. I just thought that this might be helpful if they have questions or they have something they want to work on, and so you guys can see what they're working on in class. I hope it helps, and if you have any questions, just let me know.